they shine bright like the stars. The team has won a few awards, including Overall Champion of Innovative and Creative Group KIK Convention, Best PNP Product at the UiTM level, Best Commercial Product, and Gold for IIDEX for 2018 and 2019. I shall now pass the webinar to Professor Madhya Dr. Nalini to share her knowledge and meaningful experience.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Wan, for the introduction. It is overwhelming indeed. Thank you very much, APB, for giving us this opportunity. Actually, when you look at the title, How to Innovate and Win the Gold, wow, the title looks so big, but actually we are normal people. Indeed, we are quite small in everything. Okay, this is just a sharing session. I'm not anything extra or expert in this. It was God's blessing and our team's hard work that we managed to win the gold. Okay, thank you once again. Okay, let's get into our business. Yeah, our business is to just share how we managed to secure a gold in public university competition of KIK. Okay, these are the tips on winning the gold. So we had this 7, in fact, it's only 7 we added just for presentation today. Now, identifying the problem, needs analysis, continuous monitoring, roadshow and testimony, commercialization of the product, presentation to the management, and recognition you'll see later. Okay, we just wanted to display the trophies we won during our KIK. This is to motivate and encourage more of our people to participate in KIK. All the while we thought KIK is wow, it's so difficult, we can't win. But you know, from nowhere, APB won this award. And I thank everyone for your support. So you can see the trophy here. This is a goal for the first placing for Pengurusan. This is the best product for PNP. This is the glass trophy. This is the overall championship. And finally, this really excited us. The RM signed the mock check. Yeah? So this is one way to attract and monitor and also motivate more of us to participate in KIK. So KIK is not all that difficult. When we can win, I'm sure you will be able to win as well. Okay, number 1 here, identifying the problem. Okay, the MOET an English proficiency test administered by the Malaysian Examination Council, I think all of us know, enables students to pursue a degree in public universities in Malaysia. So it is compulsory. So MOET comprises listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And there are 6 bands. You can see the chart here. You can see the graph, 6 bands in the test. Band 1 is the lowest, that means you are basic user of the language, and band 6 is a proficient user of the language. Yeah, so when you look at it, so we are identifying the problem. So in what this is the analysis done in Denkil. So Denkil is our base for foundation center, and they have got the creams as well to who will be completing their foundation study and furthering to degree. So for them to further and secure a place in degree course, that they have to have MOET. Yeah, they have to have, but here you can see 2016, this is the problem. 14% of our students got band 1 and 23% got band 2. So this band 1 and 2 are not enrolled in most of the courses. And this scenario became worse in 2017, where 20% got band 1 and 30% got band 2. So this is a very, very serious matter to address. So from there, you can see this is the letter given by the Deputy Director of Academic, Dr. Yi Kwan from UiTM Denkil, requesting, and there is a call from the management to APB to look into the problem. So what is the problem? So he said in the letter that students are unable to pursue a preferred undergraduate degree course due to poor band in MUET. So there are some courses, especially like law, medicine, TESOL, you have to have minimum band of 4. So when students can get A in all the subject, they were not able to get a place in the desired course because of MUET grade. So therefore, this is the problem, and we identify problem based on the analysis done by the campus, and there is a call from a credible person, the Deputy Director of Academic. So this is the evidence that we showed. Okay, further to anchor our problem, so we did an analysis. We showed this chart where we compared every skill: listening skill 16 to 17, speaking 16, 17, writing, reading. Finally went to reading from 16 to 17. We also drew, sometimes the figures are there, but when you have this, the red line, it attracts the attention of the juries as well as the public. So here it shows the deterioration in MUET writing results compared to other skills. So this is our anchor of the identity problem that we identified. Yeah. So now, before going to needs analysis, I would like to share a short narration. Once I attended a training many years ago, so the speaker shared a narration, short narration. So he said that the student there was a patient went to see a doctor. He said, doctor, I touch any part of my body, it is so damn painful, so I really don't know what to do, please help me. So that doctor tested his whole body, there was nothing wrong. So he said, no, there is nothing wrong with you, everything is perfect. But he said, no doctor, I just can't bear the pain, everywhere I touch it is very painful. Then the doctor did another test, and this time around he also tested his fingers. Then he found there was a mild fracture in his finger. So everywhere he touched, it was painful, not the painful part of the body, but then the pain came from his fracture, the finger. So the root cause of the pain was the fracture in the finger. So therefore, we also identify the root cause of our problem here is our MUET band. So where do we go? So the problem here is language is weak in writing skill. Then just with that, identifying problem alone not enough for KIK. So we had to do a needs analysis and setting of project target. So needs analysis here, again, if you just take the members opinion, it wasn't enough, it is not enough. So we did a survey among the examiners, MUET examiners, because they are the stakeholders of the exam. So we did a survey, and the survey showed that a student's lack of creativity, and also they do not use creative expressions. So that was one of the findings. And here you can see another 72.7% of the examiners respondents said that if you want to improve the grades, encourage students to use more figurative language in their writing task. So again, for KIK, everything we need evidence. So here you can see we have given them the link so that they know that the survey was really conducted. Okay, next. Here, again, we have to show before narrowing down that we want to use the creative expressions. So we showed another breakdown of creative expressions. What are the creative expressions? So for us, it can be dictions, also part of us, like we know that personification, metaphor, and those are the things, proverbs, idioms. So we highlighted this part and we shared that the problem has been anchored that if we want our students to improve in their MUET score, we have to teach them use of creative expressions in their written task. So here we have anchored our problem. So we have anchored our problem. We have done a needs analysis to show that is the problem and there is a way to overcome that. So with that, now, setting a project target. This is again, you see, when for going for KIK, sometimes in slide one, what they say they would have forgotten. So every now and then, to emphasize our problem, so we put the chart again, and we say that here 50% of our students fell in the category of band 1 and 2. So our target was 80% obtain MUAT band 3 and above. That means 80%. So from 50, we want to bring up to 80% to score band 3 and above. When you look at this here, so I just go through here, 20% band 1, 30% band 2, 40% band 3 average, 10% fell in band 4. When you look at the previous years, we even have band 5 and 6. But in last year, we didn't even have band 5. So band 6. So that is a concern again, because Dengkil students are our cream. So what is going on whereby they are unable to go to the maximum grade, okay, the highest grade. So, okay, so in ELC 080, their main objective is to prepare them for MUAT. So the syllabus follows very closely with MUAT. So here we thought we try out with ELC 808 student, 080 student, so that they can perform well in MUAT. So this is our setting project target. Again, we need to have a letter, an evident document showing that they have to, this is the need and this is a requirement from the main person, that means the deputy director of academics. So we can see here, action required. In the letter, it shows that action required. What do they want the APB to do? So to enable students to perform better in their MUAT bands through an effective strategy. The letter did not specify what is the strategy. So we, the academics and instructors, language instructors, so we came up and we did some survey and research to come up with a very effective strategy. Okay, so here this is part of KIK, Ishikawa. So when you look at Ishikawa, I didn't know, it was so foreign to us. We didn't know what was Ishikawa before. But after going through this KIK for more than a year, Ishikawa has become part of our conversation. Yeah. So Ishikawa diagram, this is a kind of like analysis, yeah, analyzing the causes. So what are the causes? So when we sat and we brainstormed and we analyzed, we read past research, we came up with this diagram of Ishikawa, where we highlight the main causes for poor usage of English among students. So number one, the five factors you could see: materials, tools, method, environment, and human. So these were the 5 main causes of poor usage of English among students. Okay, after that, we had to really sit down and see whether these factors are within our control or beyond our control. So we had to scrutinize and eliminate some of the factors. If it's beyond our control, we can't do much. So we have to see certain things that we can improvise, then we take it as one of the main cause here. Okay, so when under this, when we were looking at it, so we thought human factor. So we went to human factor because we educators, we deal with humans. So we thought human factor will be one of the most important factor. So learners' poor proficiency became a possible cause that we can help. Number 2, also the under curriculum, because we are education in the field of education. So lack of variety was another cause that we thought that we could look into. Then delivery. So now based on the exam, many of us or even the system focuses more on content than to creativity. Content. So we thought maybe we could add some creativity to it. Then we went to environment. So environment, when we read up, it was more of like the big classroom, number of student, huge class, and then the physical facilities. So when you think about it, being lecturers, we couldn't we do not have free hand in many things, in especially the environment, physical facilities. So we thought that is not going to be easy, so we eliminated the environment factor completely. Then after that we went to materials. So materials, we thought textbook is very important to guide all of us, so we thought we could add some creativity to it. So after a thorough discussion, so we came up with this skinnier. You look at this, yeah, with a lot of problems. So our mind is also with a lot of things. So we came up with when we brainstormed, we had a lot of issues, challenges. After that, we came with this. So this is skinnier, thinner, and less problem. So this is the final version of Ishikawa. Those of you who have taken part, you will know that this is Ishikawa, the fishbone. Okay, so here we came up with the four most important causes for this poor proficiency of students, and proficiency and the textbook usage, vocabulary dealing. So we thought we will handle all that. To solutionize the problem of poor usage of creative expressions in writing tasks, several methods were proposed, and finally, with the consensus of our members, we have got 10 members, with the facilitator, we came to a final decision to incorporate edutainment and gamification in teaching and learning creative language expressions to motivate independent learning. So again, we incorporated edutainment and gamification. So that is one of the main factor that we thought we can do to help our students to improve their proficiency. Okay, when you look at number one was identifying problem, most of the groups, they had this, or all the groups. So Ishikawa, all the groups had, but about continuous monitoring, they had, but it wasn't so intense like our group. So our group felt, and we shared the same thought, that this has helped us a lot. Yeah, and maybe we did not listen to the other people's in very meticulously. Sometimes when you are so busy preparing for your session, like how students do when we other students present, they will be so busy preparing for their own presentation. So we could have overlooked, but somehow or other we feel that this is the strength of our group, the continuous monitoring. We had 3 rounds of trial to share. Okay, so first one, we had tabletop, first round, yeah? Tabletop. It's just a plain game board, tabletop, comprising or incorporating 40 squares. 40 squares and 40 game cards and 3 lifelines and some guideline SOP how to play, and we had answer key. When you look at this, you can see here, we had this kind of plain, the colorful, beautiful board. You see, we are language background researchers. So our mind is full of colors and we are very creative. We enjoy being colorful. So we created a lot of images, colorful boxes and all, and we tested it out with diploma students first. 28 students we tried out, and we allowed them to play 4 times, and every time they play we will say, okay, did you how many did you learn, how many expressions you learn. So it was like a kind of fun field and they enjoy playing. And when we did pre-test, round 1 we did pre-test, yeah? So pre-test no one used any creative expressions. Post-test, a minimum of 3 creative expressions were used by all the students. Yeah, so in this round we only had one group. We didn't have a control group. It was just we were trying out. And to be frank, after doing this, we took part in IDEX that year and we won a gold. Yeah, this is only one first round. Yeah, and then we went to, this is the result. So you can see when we compare that, this is the language alone, because our intention is to improve their language. So we compared the language marks alone. So pre-test the mean value was 11.52 and post-test it was 12.40. So it shows that there is an improvement among students, and they managed to improve their language skills in written tasks. So after that, we had interview. So this is the results of the interview. We had observation. We saw them enjoying. So the interview showed that they said some of the questions were too tough, and they didn't know even one question about one of the creative expressions to answer. So they said maybe we can have a few simple questions and then maybe a few difficult questions. So we took that into consideration, and they said the board looked a bit too many colors and too many images. And some of them said, madam, the students, like school students, primary school students will enjoy. So because it's a bit colorful. So we got the message. So we called this board a primitive board because it's so colorful, So we thought, okay, that's the level 1. So then we went to level 2. Okay, so we did the test run 2. Test run 2, you can see, even I will say, wow, because we really put in a lot of effort. Our group put in a lot of effort to improvise. I will say that this is an evolution of the board. From a primitive board, you can see here, we came up with quite number of changes, but the same format. Questions were increased, but the physical appearance is now with this level, level 2, stage 2, looked more capturing, more professional. So we came up with a theme, because our theme was called, our group was called the Rising Star. So we thought, figure it out. So we also came with the theme of space. Yes, theme of space. So in round 2, we came up with a kind of, I will say, cosmetic surgery. The product went through a cosmetic surgery. So we included a specific theme of space, and then the game cards. The game cards we increased to 3 different levels. So level 1 is green, level 2 is blue, level 3 is pink. So in level 1, just to explain one, we have the front and back of the card. So front, you can see that is just a shooting star and the space rocket. So here we give instruction. The instruction is select the right color. So that's the instruction for students to understand. And you see we have given three colors: blue, red, and green. And then here, the question here, something that rarely happens. Something that rarely happens. That's the meaning. And then the question go, once in a moon. Any one of you would like to try? If you send in the chat box, I won't be able to see because I'm looking at my screen. Anyone would like to just try? It's not a test, it's just to make it fun. Anybody want to try? Once in a moon. All of us, many of us, the language lecturers, we know.
Blue moon.
Yes, yes, thank you. Once in a blue moon. So when they look at this, so it was very fun for them. Okay, level 2. Here, same, okay, color. Okay, see here. We have given some hills at the back, an old person here. So the instruction says, complete the sentence. My grandma is as, the first letter is O, as the first letter is H, and this part is not clear. She is 8 years old now. Okay, what do you think? My grandmother is as, anyone? Anyone would like to try? This is level 2.
As old as
Okay.
the hills.
Yay! Good. Thank you. So, of course, then the level 3 goes here. Again, you see here, you can see complete the sentence. You can see a can and some worms or look like tiny snakes are jetting out. Okay, here the question. To open a, so level 3, you see, we don't give even the first letter. Of, and then you fill in the blanks. So the meaning is to dig out the past. So we also give the meaning so that they know how to use in the right context. Anyone would like to try this? To open a dash of Dash, anyone want to try? Come on, come on, come on, try,
To
try, try.
open a can of worms.
Yay, clever girl. Thank you. Okay, so this is how the game was done with the student. So there were a lot of laughter and joy. Yeah, this is the level 2. And then we came up with some lifelines. So here, Woohoo Cut, we incorporated our IR 4.0 and 5.0 later part. 4.0 where they have to have critical thinking, they have to enhance their interpersonal skill, teamwork, and collaboration, communication skills. So all this will help them, this kind of sidetrack a little, but it will help them to enhance and instill values and critical thinking in them. So the first level here, the first one, Woohoo cards. So here we have 3. One is black hole. Black hole means it is anti-gravity, where you go somewhere and you're out of luck, you fall into that box and you'll go zoom, you'll come down. Yeah. So when you come down, if you have this card, this is anti-gravity. So when you have this card, you can say, oh, okay, I don't want to go down, so I have this card, so I strategize, I want to save myself, and I exchange and skip the fall, the gravity pull. Okay, that's one. Second one is wish upon a star. So wish upon a star is use this to move forward. So maybe you've got number 3. Okay, you got 3 when you throw your dice. So when you move to 3 steps forward and you're going to fall. So what you say, I don't want to fall. So what you do, you have this card, you exchange. I don't want this card, I'll exchange for another card. So you're given. So why we are doing this here is teaching them to be street voice and critical thinkers as well. So if you get something, don't use it immediately. So keep it for the rainy day. So this is this Woohoo cards teaches them that thing. Okay, finally, rocket launchers and QR codes are the lifelines. So here you have dictionary, you have Yahoo for you to go online. So when you click a QR code, it comes. And this also just to encourage them to have some trustworthy friend, some fun calling, some fun kind, some kind of thing that, hey, I have someone who I can rely upon. So those things. So we give them 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, if they find it so difficult, they can always call someone or go online to get the answer. So all this added colors to the game. And to share with you, when we did this, we had to demonstrate to the jury. So it was like a kind of winning their confidence as well. Then we did this round, we had control group and experimental group. Both were from Dunkale. So we had very good support from Dunkale campus, and the KPP as well as the deputy director and all the APB lecturers in Dunkale were very supportive. At this juncture, we would like to thank everyone. Without them, we wouldn't have got into this farm. So control group, they didn't play, but they went through the normal teaching, group work, discussion, role play, and whatever we do, the normal classes they went through. In the beginning, pre-test, 0 use of expressions. Post-test, the marks improved, but still 0 use of creative expressions in the control group because they were not exposed to this game. So the results showed they improved. There was an improvement, but it's only they improved marginally, marginal improvement. So the language from 16.52 went up to 17.81. Okay, next. So this is experimental group. We didn't put up the pre-test because pre-test we knew both the groups didn't have. But in the post-test, you can see all these are original scripts. So each student used 2 to 4 creative expressions. When we went to UTEM, because the competition of KIK for public university was held at UTEM, so we went there, we had boxes and files of scripts to show in case they want to check our evidence. Of course, they didn't, but our team members were ready with the files to show. As we were presenting, some of the team members were showing them, because KIK is not a product-based, but it is process-based. So here, like you see, 100% uses of creative expressions. Wet behind the ears, down in tears, no room to swing a cat. So a lot of things. And some of it, even when we were playing, even in fact, in my case, while I was playing, I learned a lot too. Okay, so learning is a lifelong process. So I'm still learning. Yeah. So this to show here, so you can see here, from 16.14 it went up to 18.53. So there was a significant improvement in language. So we compared this only the post-test of control group and experimental group to see the language improvement in the post-test, the mean value of post-test. Yeah, language alone. So this we showed a few videos, but I'm not going to show here today. So this was this is level 2. Level 2, the students really enjoyed playing. You can see, yeah. Watch them play. It's okay. I'm not showing. Okay. Now we had the third round, trial 3. Yeah? Trial 3. So this became digital. Okay. Here we have version 2. Version 2 morphing into the digital version for the current generation, because otherwise, you know, our team comprises, most of us are a bit senior. No, we are matured youths. I don't want to say senior, we are matured youths, and so we wanted to embrace the liking and the interest of the digital generation. So we morphed from tabletop to digital version. So maybe I would like to show this. This is important. I would like to show this here. Okay. Let me see. I can't play. No, I can't seem to be showing you that. Maybe later, if I have time, I will show you. I'm not sure why it's not playing. All right, sorry, it's not playing. So later, if you have time, we will share how to play that. Okay, here. Then in the final version here, third round, we allow the students to play, and we have been emphasizing and motivating them to include their whatever expressions they have learned in their writing skill, writing task. So we find this one is the real Moet. So we don't know, because we can't get the script, but we tried out with the ELC student before pre-test sample, and then post-test they have used before the Moet test. This is before Moet test, but UITM level. Yeah. So here, the actual result. I would like to say here, we tried out this, but we don't know what they have written in their real Moet exam. But this is the actual Moet analysis from Dunkirk. Okay, so you can see here, December 2018, they played the board game, and we have still band 1 8, band 2 19. So of course they improved, but still we had. But you see this is a real achievement, a real achievement. Again, congratulations to all APB lecturers in Dunkirk, and led by Madam Satya, the KPP, and supported by the management in Dunkirk. And in final one, with this result, we went for the KIK Public University, University Awam, where there is no one with band 1 or 2. The lowest band was in writing, was band 3, 4, and 5. We have not achieved, or we have not gone to band 6. In time to come, with God's willing, we will try that as well. Okay, our target was 80%. Our target was 80% to go beyond or above band 3 and above. So we touched here our target. 96% obtained at band 3 and above in writing. So even for this, there was a congratulating letter, an acknowledgement from the APB management from Denkale. So we also showed that. So when we had evidence, I think again and again, KIK need evidence. Documentation is so important. Yeah. So we had all this evidence to show, and that was this. This is the digital version the students were playing. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Earlier it could play. Now I don't know what happened. It's not playing. Okay. Sometimes, technology I call tricknology. So it tricks us. So you think you're so good, so I will trick you now. So it has tricked us now. Okay. So I will try later. We can see. Okay. Finally, we went on roadshow. This roadshow also impressed the juries. So here, roadshow, because we are university level. Just to share with you, we also benchmark other universities in handling MUAC. So we checked out with UPSI says they just have textbook and they just teach. And then we checked with the Foundation Center in University Malaya. So they say no, we just teach, and then it's only one part of it. They have to sit for their own MUAC. So when we look at it, I think we must salute, hats off to UITM, because UITM really puts in a lot of effort to support the students to sit for MUAT. Yeah, so that's what. So we also did the benchmark thing, and we showed the evidence as well. So when we tried out this with the Language Study Center in Taylor's University, they said that it helps students to develop their vocabulary, and also they said this is suitable. It is suitable, appropriate for all levels of student. Yeah. So it was not easy to get into a public university. So that's why we had to go to private university. And we went to private school as well in Puchong. It was primary school, yes. So we gave them only level 1. We told them to play level 1. So because it's private school, their language skills is slightly higher. Some of them even went to until level 3. So they said they creates platform to learn language in exciting way. So this is from the PK Academy, from the school. And this one we went to, this is primary school. So we went to secondary school, Beacon International School, Beacon House International, and they also felt that they played about 3-4 times, and they also felt that it helped the students in a creative way to use creative expressions. Creative way to use creative expressions. And finally now, so this is to show the road show, not only in UITM, it's also applicable to other places. So I think this also gave us some marks, added our value, and we added the marks, grades to our score when we were presenting. Next, potential commercialization. So of course, this is very, very important. So we got our copyright and all, we applied and we got our copyright. So that was one. Number two, okay, here a private international company. So this is Malaysian branch. So we went all out because we want to prove that this game, the efficacy of the game, this game is beneficial to all walks of life. So we went to this and we gave them a sample set to be used in their company. And after a month, so they called back and said that the company would like to purchase. They said, and they wanted to have, they didn't want digital. They said, we want our staff to have communication and talking to one another. We don't want them to talk to the screen. So they would like to have tabletop, and every department they wanted to have one set, so that when during lunch hour they can just play the game. So that was another evidence in the letter. Next, a company, a BizHub solution, offered to produce this tabletop version. The digital version, we haven't got that from, so tabletop version. So it is now under process. So during lockdown, we also locked down ourselves. We also stopped, and we haven't done anything else. But the company is now in the process of producing the tabletop. Because when we shared with the other universities and other faculty, so they were so interested in getting this set for them home for their personal use. So now the company is producing, so hopefully very soon we'll be getting the sets. Next, here, after this is okay. So this is another important part for KIK, where the cost reduction. Because our company, our group, we had all smarts, and we had very talented people who could convert this into digital, and also we had an expert in gamification. So they came up with this course. And see, the concept to design this is supposed to be 3,000, and we had our people to do. We managed ourselves. Sometimes we cannot underestimate APB people. The whole concept was designed by APB lecturers, our own team members. Yeah, and then the graphic and animation, the cost is 10,000. We only paid 600 because major part of it our team did, and only to get it into the card in the digital, then we hired someone. We only paid 600. The integration of media and feedback engine and QR code and all, I must really thank my team members, because the team did A to Z, everything, and we didn't fork out anything. 30,000 we saved. And finally, project management, we became our own manager, we became our own technical, and we played, the educators, we play many roles. So we played a lot of roles. So we played, and everything we did by ourselves. So the cost reduction, we saved 47,200. So this also we highlighted to them, because we said we saved cost. We did not spend much money because we utilize our strengths. Next, this is another part, is very important. So this is from the gamification expert. So it's a bit tiny, so we put it here. Estimated, so this is for digital. Estimated user of IT, internet, 24.5 million juta. So that shows 89.4% of these internet users are smartphone. So if this 89% of the smartphone users, only 10 people, if 10% of the users download our game or play our game, what will happen? So this is how we introduce game card here. So first, we plan to give the platform free. The game is free with only 10 cards. After playing 10 cards, they would like to have more challenging cards. So we charge them, if they want to buy extra 10 cards, we charge them 3 ringgit. If they want to buy extra 50 cards, we charge them 50 ringgit. If they want to buy the whole set, we charge 30 ringgit. So if with this calculation, and only 1%, 1% saja from the user, internet user, if they purchase and download our game, so our income will be this. If 3 cards they buy, 87,000 ringgit. If 10 cards is 290,000. If they buy 30 cards, we get 870,000 ringgit. Then I can I can opt out from UITM, so I can become rich. Yeah, so many of us thought, oh, hooray, let's play and let's promote, and we can rest, things like that. It was for fun again. So this also impressed the juries. Yeah, finally, we came to, this is another requirement to establish our product. We had our dean, Professor Dr. Mazli. He was very, my whole APB, Shalam also was very supportive. And he gave a testimony here that students should use this, and it's very useful. It's recording, so we are not playing now. And here, this is Cherai Khan. She is the Ketua Quality. So you see here, when we were showing, they saw the decan, the dean's support and testimony. They saw the quality control head of quality and her support. And here we were showing to our APB management. We presented, because it's part of the requirement to establish. So presented, and they can see our dean testing out, and our deputy dean and everyone tested out. And to be frank, the dean is a pro in language, and deputy dean is pro in digital. So both, and then Dr. Radzi was there to support that, insert this, insert that, too. So many ideas they gave. With all that, again, once again, we accord our sincere gratitude and appreciation to APB management, Shah Alam, as well as Dentil. And finally, this one was not part of our presentation at KIK, but we thought we will show and we will share a bit of glam with all of you. So here, recognition. So here you can see the Bulan Inovasi UITM, they invited us here when we were given third placing. Just to share with you that when we went zone level, zone tengah, we got third placing. But penarapan emas, so they sent us for UITM level. UITM level, we got penarapan emas, we got best product, and we got third placing overall. When we went to a public university, and we won the gold. So that is really, really surprising, and also I think it is rizki, and it was a great blessings from the above. Okay, after we won the overall championship, and we had bersantai dengan VC, and this is our team with VC. Of course, our dean was them, and the photo somehow or other we can't find because it has been about a year and so I can't find the photos. This our team members had. Okay, here. Then suddenly from nowhere, these little people from our team became so famous and celebrity. So we were invited by Selamat Pagi Malaysia. You can see us here. And all of us were real celebrities because they did makeup and made us look a few years younger. Yeah. So this is Selamat Pagi Malaysia. And we were also invited by UFM, UITM channel, radio for interview. You can see our dean. And then this, he is Hisham. He is our facilitator with the famous one, the DJ UITM, and all of our members here. And she's Dr. Haniza from INCAP. Finally, we have come to an end here. This is the summary for KIK. We have to have identifying the problem, needs analysis, continuous monitoring, roadshow and testimony, commercialization of the product, and presentation to the management. Recognition is just to motivate more of you to take part in KIK. And finally, I believe nothing can be done individually. So this is our team. I really, really appreciate our team for putting in their heart and soul into this product. Yeah, our team members. Okay, here comes Inche Suhaisha, our facilitator, who was so meticulous and very, very helpful and supportive. He came to UTEM to support us. So he is Inche Suhaisha, the facilitator. Here, Julina, okay, Asha here. Asha, I would like to share something about my team members. Asha is very creative and witty. Julina, our team member, full of colors and cheerful. You see, she got just a big smile there. Jyoti, so humble yet very hardworking. Satya, the person who helped us a lot from Denkel, full of smiles and optimistic. Razif, he is the digital person in our group, modest, humble, and digital version is at his fingertips. Lutfi, the handsome and cool member. When he goes on the stage, a lot of young audience, wow, they had that. Pavitran, very shy, but very good with interpersonal skill. He used to call our facilitator to always make appointment and things like that. Dr. Norizan, she is the expert in gamification. So with all this, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. And before we leave, I would like to say a few words to express our gratitude. Here to the Dean, Professor Dr. Mazli, APB Management, Prof. Rosia and Dr. Haniza from INCA, all our supportive colleagues, and of course, all of you today to listen to us. And during KIK, UA, University Awam, there were 3 groups representing UITM. Perlis, Perak, and Shah Alam. During the event, we realized that there is no more Perlis, Perak, Shah Alam. All of us were UITM. And the moment when the UITM Rising Star was announced, our members from team from Perlis and Perak jumped for us. So that's what we call the unity, see oneness in all. And here we say that that's the spirit of UITM and UITM di hatiku. Allow me to end the session with a pantun. Betik muda di bawah halwa, kelapa muda santan dirasa. The rising stars bersemangat jiwa, tercipta, figure it out, permainan bahasa. With that, thank you and thank you my team. I hope you are here. And can we see you on the video, the team members? Can we see you at the video? And one, okay, Khairul Niza, I'm done. If
Okay.
anything that you see, I'll end the session here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nalini, for the knowledge sharing. Okay, I can see that just now, Puan Zulina, Puan Jyoti, okay, these are the team members of the Rising Stars. So many congratulations there in the chat section. If you feel that you want to ask anything, you can ask to Dr. Nalini and her team members. You may type the question in the chat section. Dr. Nalini, there is a pantun for you. Minum sirap bercampur selasup dari UiTM Johor nak ucap terima kasih. Thank you, Doctor.
Hey, very good. Thank you. Yeah, I must say this pantun was created by Pavitran in our team. Thank you, Pavitran. Okay.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Yes, Siti Hajar.
I would like to ask in regards to the pre-test and the post-test essay writing. Was there are the examiners of the essays the same for pre-test and post-test? Or is it like two different lecturers examining the pre-test and then another examiner for the post-test?
We had same lecturers. One, it is also manpower constraint, time constraint. Same lecturers did because it was easier to monitor their progress. So it was marked by the same lecturers because it is also one of the requirement to have same one to mark. So that we could see them or we could monitor. But the final one, when we did version 3, so there we exchange script just to see whether is there any biasness while we are marking. Sometimes, you know certain student and we tend to give a kind of some extra leeway, things like that. So the final one, we exchange the mark. Yeah, scripts.
I see. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any more questions coming in? Before you leave the session, please sign the attendance form.
If there are no questions, Khairuniza, can we leave?
All right. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you, Dr. Nalini, for sharing with us your great experiences, I can say. And thank you everyone for attending this webinar session. See you again in another session.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity and thank you, my team members. And
Dr. Nalini, there's one question in the chat box. Where or when can we buy the product? Where or when can we buy the product?
The product should be out by, I'm hoping if everything goes on well with the lockdown, we expected the product to be ready by April or May. But because of the lockdown, maybe September, October, we should be ready. In fact, last week we were calling him to see what is the progress like. So we are hoping by next month to get the latest by October. It will be coming in stages due to finance constraints. So it will be coming out in stages. So if anyone interested, you also can contact us, the team members, anyone. So we will be taking orders from there as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Nalini.
Okay, thank you. See you.